The moment Keanu Reeves made Hollywood gasp. That's 2003, and cameras are rolling at one of Hollywood's most exclusive industry events. The red carpet is buzzing, A-listers are mingling, and then, this happens. Keanu Reeves, yes, the Keanu Reeves, is standing in the VIP lounge when Harvey Weinstein approaches him with an outstretched hand and that signature Hollywood smile. But here's where it gets insane. Keanu looks down at that hand, looks back up at Weinstein, and does something that nobody expected. He takes a step back, puts his hands in his pockets, and gives the most polite, absolutely not nod you've ever seen. The room goes silent. Industry executives freeze mid-conversation. Publicists start frantically whispering. Security guards shift uncomfortably. Everyone's thinking the same thing. Did Keanu Reeves just publicly snub one of the most powerful men in Hollywood? But wait, it gets crazier. Because while all this is happening, there's a camera crew documenting the event for some behind-the-scenes footage. The cameraman, thinking he's capturing routine celebrity small talk, accidentally films the entire exchange. But here's the kicker. Nobody realizes what they've captured until years later. The footage gets buried in some studio vault, forgotten among thousands of hours of unused material. Weinstein continues his reign of terror. Keanu goes back to being the internet's beloved boyfriend. Life moves on. Until 2017, when the Weinstein scandal explodes across every headline. A junior editor at the studio is going through old footage for a documentary. She's fast-forwarding through hours of boring party footage when she sees something that makes her hit the brakes so hard, she nearly falls off her chair. There it is, clear as day, Keanu Reeves refusing to shake Harvey Weinstein's hand, 14 years before the world knew the truth. She calls her boss calls his boss. Within hours, the clip is making its way up the corporate chain like wildfire. But here's where Hollywood politics get messy. The studio executives are terrified to release it. Think about it. This footage proves that some people in Hollywood knew something was wrong with Weinstein way before the public did. It raises uncomfortable questions about who knew what and when. Lawyers are called, meetings are held, the footage gets locked away again. But you know what they say about the internet. It finds a way. A whistleblower inside the studio, let's call him Deep Throat 2.0, gets his hands on the clip. He's watching careers get destroyed, victims finally speaking out, and he's sitting on this piece of gold that shows at least one person in Hollywood had the moral compass to say no when it mattered. So what does he do? He anonymously uploads it to a random YouTube channel at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday. The title? Unearthed Footage, the handshake that never happened. At first it gets maybe 50 views, then 100, then someone on Reddit notices it, then Twitter explodes, then every major news outlet is scrambling to verify its authenticity. Within 24 hours, Keanu New is trending worldwide. The clip shows everything in crystal clear detail. Weinstein's approach, Keanu's body language, the moment of recognition, the polite but firm refusal, and, here's the part that gives everyone chills, you can see in Keanu's eyes that he knows something the rest of the world doesn't. But the real plot twist? When reporters track down the original cameraman, he reveals something that changes everything. He tells them that right after filming that interaction, Keanu approached him privately and said, "Hey, can you do me a favor? Don't include that handshake moment in whatever you're making. Some people don't deserve the publicity." The cameraman, confused but respectful, agreed. He had no idea what Keanu meant until he watched the news in 2017. Social media loses its mind. Keanu Reeves was protecting victims before we even knew there were victims to protect. This man literally has a sixth sense for evil. The fact that he asked the cameraman to delete it proves he wasn't doing it for attention. He was doing it because it was right. The clip gets 50 million views in the first week. Late-night hosts are making jokes about Keanu's evil detector. Memes flood every platform. Keanu New becomes shorthand for having moral clarity in a morally bankrupt system. But here's the beautiful part that makes this story legendary. When reporters finally track down Keanu for comment, you know what he says? "I don't remember that specific moment, but I've always believed in trusting your instincts about people. Sometimes you just know. That's it. No grandstanding? No, I told you so. No taking credit for being ahead of the curve. Just Keanu being Keanu, humble, honest, and absolutely magnetic in his simplicity." The story becomes bigger than just Hollywood gossip. It becomes a symbol of moral courage in an industry built on compromise. It shows that even when cameras are rolling and careers are on the line, some people choose integrity over influence. And the craziest part? The clip is still out there, racking up views every single day. New people discover it and can't believe what they're seeing. Comments pour in from people saying it restored their faith in humanity. This is why Keanu Reeves is the internet's boyfriend. Imagine having such a pure soul that you can sense evil from across a room. The fact that this happened in 2003 and we're just seeing it now proves that good people have been fighting the good fight long before we knew there was a fight to fight. That 30-second clip of a handshake that never happened became one of the most powerful pieces of footage in Hollywood history. Not because of what it shows, but because of what it represents. The courage to say no when everyone else is saying yes. The wisdom to trust your gut when everyone else is telling you you're wrong. And the integrity to do the right thing even when nobody's watching. Except somebody was watching. And thank goodness they were. Because sometimes the most powerful moments aren't the ones where someone takes action, they're the ones where someone refuses to. And that, my friends, is why Keanu Reeves isn't just the internet's boyfriend, he's the moral compass we never knew we needed. Smash that like button if you believe in Keanu's sixth sense for evil.